Hello everybody, welcome to East West Gaming. I'm West.
I'm East. Let's continue on with our adventure.
Yeah, so we're exploring Mahogany Town today. See what's happening with the Team Rocket around the town.
Yes, gotta make sure that they're not doing anything too extreme, shall we say.
Yeah, you know what Team Rocket's like. Always using his hyper beam. Oh wow, in a shop.
I know, I was thinking that. It's just like, did he not think about what could happen with the shop?
Did he not think of the shockwave? Yeah, we just walked in the shop as he used his hyper beam. Oh, he's found a secret bit stairs. That shopkeeper kind of looks like a monkey. A blue monkey with sunglasses on.
Maybe he just likes to have blue hair.
Oh yeah, I remember all these statues. They've all got like a laser trap. As soon as you walk over the statue, it sends you a Team Rocket member. Plenty of battles then for us to level up.
I know, right?
Drowsy. Elephant tusk drowsy.
Well, technically,
Well, snout. It's like an anteater, isn't it?
No, what? I can't remember what it actually called now. I've got the image in my head, but what am I thinking of now? You know what? I can't remember what the animal is called, but I know what it is.
Yeah, I think I know what you're on about. I'm trying to think of the word. Zubat.
Because I can imagine it now. It's actually pretty cute. In the image in my head is pretty cute.
Yeah.
I mean, at least with a Zubat, the name of the animal is in the name.
Oh, Zubat didn't last very long.
Tapir. Tapir?
Oh, a tapir.
Tapir.
Yeah, tapir. That's the one.
By the way, yeah, that's the second one. I thought you said each statue only tripped them once.
No, I said he trips and lets you know a Team Rocket. I didn't know how many times. Well, I couldn't remember how many times, sorry. It's been that long I've played the game.
So, pretty much, we could battle like 100 Team Rocket members. Like, we could just empty out an entire base. And we have to do the same again at the next statue. Can you imagine? There's like 100 statues, and then while you're battling, 100 members at each statue, and they're all going back at the in the staff room, and they're like drinking like tea and coffee, biscuits, just going Nurse Joy, heal up my Zubats very well, please. I've got another battle in. Oh, whenever that kid's done with another 999 of my colleagues.
All the other alternative is you get through all these traps and you beat all of them, and you get to the end. There's only Giovanni left, and he's like, you know what? There's no more Team Rocket. You beat every single one of us. I'm just going to disband us right here and now.
No, because then we still need to fight Giovanni first. So yeah. Or maybe what's happening is that every time we beat one, they fire that Team Rocket grunt and hire another one. So it's just like, can you just imagine just like constant stream? It's just like, what are your qualifications for joining Team Rocket? I like to steal Pokemon. You're hired.
I'm a bad guy. Is that a quality you want? I'm very bad. I throw litter on the floor when I walk down the street. Is that bad enough for you? I go into the library and scream at the top of my voice. Is that enough for you now? Can I have the job?
I mean, who knows? Like, what the criteria is to join Team Rocket. But with like Jesse and James's like track record, their standards must not be that high. But I believe that Jesse and James, they weren't originally meant to be a comic, duo.
No, people were meant to take them serious.
Because if you look at their the art style when you first meet them, they're a bit more
Very foggish looking, I know.
Yeah, and then later on, they become like very comic the way that you look at them. Same with Misty, I think. Misty, I don't think was meant to be a companion, but then became one later on. I mean, I'd have to look into that, but. And do you know what? Misty never got a replacement for a bike.
No, I mean, Ash just completely destroyed it. It was Fira, was it Spearow and Fira, wasn't it? When he was escaping them.
Yeah, because he bumped into like Misty, literally stole her bike, and then well, technically Ash didn't destroy it. It was Pikachu.
It was worth it. It was worth it. Grimer. I liked Grimer. Always liked Grimer.
I always thought like Muck should have like a third evolution, but I can't imagine what Muck's third evolution would be.
I feel like Muck could get on with Garbodor. Garbodor, I should imagine it'd be called. Being a pile of garbage and smelling really bad. Garbodor.
What happens?
Yeah, they get on really well, them two, I think.
No, but like imagine this, like Muck and Garbodor, when you trade them, they have a special evolution because they're quite similar, and then just like what's that Pokemon?
Maybe it creates a unique scent that then flies onto the Muck and makes him to get even more smelly and like disgusting and makes him bigger, and it looks like a Garbodor with a Muck combined. Maybe.
No,
that'd be so good.
Because you've got that Pokemon where you trade. What's the name of those two Pokemon? The one with the shell, with the sort of like lancers as hands, and
Escavalier and what's the other one called?
I don't know. It's some sort of like bug. I remember that much.
Yeah, I remember one being called Escavalier.
But if they have,
I know them two. Yeah.
Yeah. So when they cross over, they obviously evolve. So maybe something similar to that, I think, would be pretty cool.
Or like what was was it that steel type one that you evolved and basically the shell was a separate Pokemon?
Oh yes.
It had 1 HP.
Nincada.
And you could only beat it with a super effective move.
I mean, technically, it
became its own separate Pokemon, though, didn't it? So
yeah, but the only issue is it had so many weaknesses that.
I mean, if you got it on against a Pokemon that had no weaknesses, super effective moves on you, that Pokemon is down to lose. So
yeah, but every player will always have as many different types, of moves in their move pool. Like,
I had a Hippowdon with 4 different moves because I had the Fang type moves with Ice Fang, Flame Fang, and all that, and another move. So I covered 4 types with just my Hippowdon.
So in the end, it was pretty like it was Ninjask. No, that wasn't it. Oh, I can't remember the name of
It was Nincada that evolved. That was when you evolved it. It was
Ninjask, and the other one,
yeah,
the shell.
Shedinja or something?
Something
Shedinja,
like
yeah. Poison, oh no.
But I still think,
I wonder if this Rattata knows Endeavour. No, it doesn't. Hey!
Can you imagine the
You saw stars and you fainted.
Imagine this now, yeah. You go to the Elite Four, yeah, and all of the Elite Fours just have level 1 Rattatas. 6 level 1 Rattatas, and then it's just like, okay, I'm gonna beat you, and then they just use their,
and there'd be no actual way to defeat them ever.
No, there is an actual way of defeating them. You have to use Quick Attack, a Pokemon with Quick Attack,
or you get an extra one with Extreme Speed, which is faster than Quick Attack.
Yeah.
But there's not that many Pokemon that can learn that move.
And even then,
I don't think Extreme Speed was in this generation anyway, so...
No, I think it's in next gen or the gen after
it was 3 or 4, yeah.
But the thing is, like, not many people keep quick attack for their final move pool.
I do keep it for a good while until there's no more, like, you know, other moves I can get rid of.
I mean, I always swap out quick attack for a better or a stronger normal move. So yeah, quick attack is great, but then I always swap it out for something.
Yeah, if you can get like slam or something like that, then yeah, I'd probably do the same.
No, I never bothered with slam because like the accuracy on slam is not as good as body slam, even though you can't really learn.
And then you had heavy slam as well, which only like Snorlax and that learned.
Yeah, but then you know, not many Pokemon knew heavy slam, unfortunately.
No, I think Steelix learnt it, Snorlax, and then maybe a couple more. They'd be really heavy Pokemon, because that was the whole point of it, wasn't it? The heavier the Pokemon, the more damage it did as well, I think.
Against a lighter Pokemon, I think it was.
But if you gave it that Iron Ball as well, you did even more damage then, because you increased the weight of your Pokemon.
Yeah, but then things like low kick would do even more damage to you as well.
Yeah.
But
and was it that grass move that made you trip over, and the heavier you were, you did more damage?
Grass knot, was it?
Something like that. Yeah. If you hit you in your Pokemon, it basically tripped you over. It did you more damage the heavier you were.
I never had moves like that because, you know, not many Pokemon is actually heavy enough to have a huge difference, to make a huge difference to these attacks. It sounds great, but you know, how many trainers do you know has besides the ground type users, you know, how many like trainers do you know has like either a Steelix or even, you know, better, how many of them actually have a Snorlax? Because I don't think I've ever battled a Snorlax from a trainer. Maybe one or two of them, yeah, but like as a consistent companion, no.
Okay, then we'll keep coming until you trip a secret switch. Oh, Cinder's evolving. Oh,
looking good, looking good.
Wow, man. Wow. Look at that ferocity then. Very ferocious. Typhlosion. Get in.
I did like Typhlosion.
I liked Typhlosion too. I mean, I liked Feraligatr as well. Crocodile and Feraligatr. I was never a fan of... I liked the look of Chikorita, but I never liked the ones
Bailey.
after it. Bailey from Meganium, yeah. I was never a big fan of them. But Chikorita was very cute.
Yeah, I mean... I didn't hate them, but they weren't my favourite.
The walking chicory plant. Venonat.
I feel like the grass type starters have always received a lot more hate than they should have, in all honesty.
I think later on, until you got Grookey, that's where it become actually liked. And then you look at the newest one as well, the cat one.
Masquerade.
Meow, yeah, is it... Meow, was it Meowstick or...
No, not Meowstick is a normal type Pokemon.
No, not Meowstick, yeah. But yeah, that evolution anyway, that starter.
No, I mean, I've never preferred using grass type myself. I don't know, it's weird, like, I've never had a grass type starter as my starting Pokemon. I've always either picked fire or water type.
The one I hated the most was Chespin, out of all the grass starters. I really hated the look of Chespin. I mean, the third form was okay, he was quite a good tank. You know, he could learn belly drum and stuff, but I didn't like Chespin at all. For me, that was the worst of the grass starters.
I didn't find it too bad.
Because I liked Snivy, and I liked... what's he called again now? Teartwig. Teartwig was quite cute.
I didn't like Snivy, only because, like, his final form...
So was it Survivor?
Yeah, I think it was. But, you know, lost all its limbs. And I'm just thinking, Okay, so you've got like the Dratini family. They gain limbs. And then you got Snowy family who just loses them. Am I thinking of the right Pokemon?
That rocket there very graciously gave me a password. Get the other password, so we've got to get the 2 passwords. Now we're getting down to the executives of Rocket, the scientists and the executive.
Well, technically the scientists...
Electrode. Oh.
They're still just workers.
They're the ones who are developing all these like tech that's disrupted every other Pokemon. The ones that make the Master Ball for Team Rocket. Well, not the Master Ball itself, but you know,
Bless you.
that sort of thing.
Do you know what I want to see in the future like Pokemon games?
What's that?
Rather than the trainers all having like, you know, the same type of Pokemon over and over again, you know, it would be nice to have the trainers all having different styles of like Pokemon, because it is making me feel in the Pokemon world, does everyone have the same type of Pokemon? You know what I mean? Like, you know, the number of times you've battled like Pidgey or Rattata, and it's just like, is that the only Pokemon that people like, you know, catch?
I mean, in the first few generations, there wasn't really a lot to choose from. But when you get to the later gens and you still see the same Pokemon being used, you think, you know what? You've got all these nearly 1,000 Pokemon and you're using the same few.
I don't know, I mean, you know, it would be great if I could see, you know, someone using, I don't know, like a level 5 Snorlax or something like that in a battle.
Can we tell you what I would actually love? If you could sort of, towards the end game of the new gen, say Gen 10 for instance, is you can find like some cavern and you've got a trainer in there who's got like a Zapdos, who's caught from the Kanto region, you know, and he's battling you with it. That'd be so good.
Imagine like someone using like, say, you know, a Mew against you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why not add things like that in the game? You know, show you that people have actually caught these. And have some sort of backstory. Say you find some old guy in the cave and he's like, you know, showing you an old Pokeball that he used to have a Mew in. You know, he'll let it go, and then his grandson caught it, and he's like one of the new, you know, family members that have managed to catch it and, you know, look after it. And then it gets let out free every time, you know, one of the family members get old. Maybe something like that to show you that, you know, this is why other people are able to catch the same Pokemon and stuff. Because people are catching them and then letting them go later on.
I mean, it does, you know, sound pretty good doing it that way. I mean, you know,
it just adds a bit of story to the games as well. But you know, they've got their own stories. They'll have their own story writers and stuff. No secret codes on the PC. All them electrodes in there waiting
like,
for
I feel
me.
like, you know, they do have a huge like pool of Pokemon to use, and they should utilize it rather than just using the same Pokemon over and over again. I mean, there's only so many times I can battle a Rattata or a Pidgey, or the, you know, the equivalent in like any other generation.
True, very true. So like now you'd think they'd have Sentreat and, you know, Hoothoot, not Rattatas and Zubats still. Or just a mixture of them. You know, one's got a Zubat, one's got a Sentreat, and then you've got a executive who's evolved his Sentreat for Foyt, and you know, them sort of things.
Because I think what they also need to do is bring back more like double battles.
Yeah, I enjoyed the double battles.
They had the triple battles as well, do you remember?
Yeah, do you remember the reverse battles as well, where all like super effective attacks were then non-effective.
So the typings were swapped over.
Typings were swapped, so that messed with your head a bit. That was good. That was very good. I can't remember if that was X and Y that did that.
No, it was Omega Ruby and Aqua Sapphire, I think it was.
Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was a pretty good mechanic to the game. It made you actually have to think about what to use against someone. I mean, if you saw a water Pokemon, in the end you had to use a fire Pokemon against them to beat them. Stuff like that, so you did have to really think. Because your brain automatically tells you, oh, there's a water Pokemon, like, let's pull an electric type or a grass type out.
I'm trying to think, like, what water is super effective against and what you could use now.
Yeah, it was a good mechanic, that was.
I mean, they should bring a lot more of this stuff in as well.
I enjoyed that, the one with the Giratina as well, with the Thingy World, where the controls were messed up when you're in there. Do you remember?
Can't remember too far back, unfortunately. I somewhat remember. Isn't it like when you stepped foot up,
you're on like a sideways, and then you pushed up, you had to push up to go down, and then you had to push left to go right, and things like that.
Oh, that was fun.
That's what I'm saying. And the old ice cave paths. Stuff like that was so fun.
Or like in the gyms where you had to complete the ice path, and you had to like crack every single one of them. Otherwise, you can't get to the next stage.
Yeah. All these things you can bring back. I mean, Sword and Shield tried to do that again with, I remember the water gym, and you had to turn off them water taps to get through to certain paths and stuff. And then on the grass gym, you had to round all of the sheep up. Not sheep, were the... Yeah, those, I think they were like grass poke, yeah, like those, I think they were the sheep, the doubles. You had to sort of roll them back in the pens. Well, yeah, them sort of challenges, they were really good. Hello, Rocket Man.
Well, we can only look forward to like, Gen 10 and like hope they've got some decent mechanics coming out. I mean, it would be nice for them to revisit new old mechanics, because I know they want to keep looking forward and bringing out new mechanics instead, but some of the old mechanics people really liked and don't mind seeing more of.
Yeah, I'd like to see where Gen 10 goes and what direction it goes into, because I feel like, there are leaks about, but we're not going to say anything on here because, we don't want to spoil anything, but there are, things out there now about it, so, but we ourselves trying not to go into look at that because we don't like to spoil anything, even for ourselves, because I remember one of the generations, it was all leaked before the game even come out, so everyone knew everything about the game before it was out, so it wasn't that fun to play.
I do like playing a game like where I've just explored everything on my own.
Yeah, it gives you that mystery still, whereas if you know what's going to happen, it just spoils the game for you.
No,
so
I won't lie. When they used to do those Pokemon guides, the guidebooks that, what was it? Back in the day, cost like £20 or something like that.
Yeah, I enjoyed them.
I mean, okay, there was pretty much a bit of a spoiler, but then I knew where each Pokemon was and this and that, and I quite enjoyed that.
I enjoyed the artwork in it as well. The artwork was good quality. I always bought all the Final Fantasy ones as well, because that would tell you about where, because like some of the summons on there would be like secret ones that you weren't always going to get, so you could find a secret summon, stuff like that, so, they were beneficial. Level 22 Zubat.
Do you know what? I think I've still got my Emerald one actually somewhere, maybe. It was a bit tattered though.
Me, wherever I've seen your collection, so you've got a hell of a lot of old game cartridges, and you've got a lot more of the older stuff than I have. Oh, excuse me, very tired.
He's not been getting enough sleep, unfortunately.
Nah, too much work at the moment for me.
But we still got to make time for some gameplay.
This is what we're doing now, yeah. We always find time to get a game in or two. We've got to enjoy the luxuries of life, and at the moment this is a luxury, to be able to go on these games and play them.
But play them we shall.
Coughing! Oh, don't use sludge on me. Why would you use that? Now I'm going to have to take a shower as well.
Oh.
Yes, East has found his Pokemon Emerald guide, and it's in better condition than he originally described it.
I thought it was going to be in tatters.
It's in pretty good condition, to be fair. It's readable, so, it's all good.
See, I like the fact, yeah.
It shows you all the stats about each Pokemon as well.
Yeah, I like the fact that it actually has a Pokedex at the end of it.
Shows you all the base stats of all the Pokemon.
Do you know what, yeah? If they still did guides like this, I would definitely buy one again.
And what was the original price on that? It says Game Boy Advance on the front.
Oh, $12.99.
$12.99. That would probably be about £25 or more these days.
Do you know what? Yeah, it's a lot cheaper than I was expecting it to be.
Because that was early 2000s, so 2003 was it? Got a guessing?
2005.
Oh, not far off. Because I know this game what we're playing now, Crystal, was around 2000 or 2001.
Yeah, it must have been round about there because it came out.
Yeah, because I was in high school for the second year of high school. Yeah.
Well, obviously, I played gold.
Yeah, I originally had gold as well, and then I got crystal later, and then because I wanted all three, I got silver as well. And then I think I went back and bought. I had Pokemon Blue, so then I went and bought yellow and red as well, so I had all 6 cartridges. And then my dad wouldn't get me a Game Boy Advance. As much as I begged him, he wouldn't get me one, so I took a long time before I got to play Gen 3, unfortunately. I think I played Ruby, the one with the Groudon on the front. That was pretty good. I did like the 3rd gen region, to be fair. Was it Hoenn? Yeah, very, very nice region. One of my favourite maps out of all the games. Such well laid out.
I did go through all of the gens, like even the one I didn't like, Black and White. I was not fond of that, only due to the XP system.
Was it Unova, wasn't it? Gen 5.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they had a really good storyline, and everything was perfectly fine. It was just the XP system. But hopefully, when Black and White, comes out, because obviously we've heard like it might be in the works as well.
They linked, what's the new region called on Scarlet and Violet?
The Academy, or
no, the actual land. Because I know you had Kitakami, which was a separate area. Because he basically joined it, didn't he, to Unova. He explains that, you're in Unova. The dome.
Yeah.
The Paldea. Paldea, yeah. Oh, Pudge is evolving.
Oh.
Go on, Pudge. Go on. Oh, look at that.
Actually, it looks very good compared to, it looks very majestic compared to, the newer how it's portrayed in the newer generations.
Those head feathers are so nice. And Pidgeot is actually a fairly decent Pokemon as well. Like his attack power and stuff is fairly decent. I know it was a very common Pokemon, so a lot of people didn't really use him, but I always loved Pidgeot. I mean, I am a big pigeon fan, to be fair. I do like pigeons. If I'm in the town centre, I'll feed the town pigeon.
but you shouldn't.
We shouldn't, but those town pigeon, I think they've evolved to the point where they actually depend on people to feed them now. I think because they've gone to that aspect where, you know, they depend on people, then I think, you know, if you're around town and you've got a bit of like nuts or something in your bag, throw them a few nuts or something.
I try not to, like, you know, feed the pigeons.
They do say that about the seagulls, don't they? Because they
attack.
They excrement over your cars, and you know it takes the paint off your cars because there's like an acid inside the fecal matter. So, you know, not a good idea to feed the seagulls. Electrode. I liked Electrode. Quite cool.
Looks pretty decent like this as well, you know.
Yeah, he looks cool, doesn't he? You know?
I mean, in the later gens, you know, he doesn't look as menacing.
He only used self-destruct though. He didn't use explosion. His better move, you know. Probably could have taken us out if he used explosion. But I don't know if he's high enough level at level 23 for explosion. I think didn't Exeggutor an explosion as well?
Yes, I think there's quite a few like.
Was the Magneton in it? Self-destruct or explosion?
I think it was explosion. Yeah.
I don't remember any other Pokemon learning it.
Unless you use Metronome and unfortunately get it. But I think in the newer generations, there's quite a number of like. No, wait, Coffin knows it as well.
Yeah, he does. Coughing and wheezing, they know self-destruct, I think it is.
And obviously Explosion is the stronger version of it, but, you know, you don't want to use it and then your Pokemon is just down.
You're better off using moves like Brave Bird, because they worked in a similar way, but you didn't always, you know, have to die from it. You could survive with a small amount of HP after using Brave Bird, so... Right, we've destroyed the electrodes, so the signals stopped because we've took out the power generator, aka the electrodes. Oh, HM06. Whirlpool. Yeah.
It was.
And then HM7 is Waterfall.
I thought it might have been Waterfall, but you need that one to go to the last term to the Elite Four. So
yeah, you need. I think you get Waterfall from the Ice Path.
And you can't use it until you beat the final gym leader.
And you know you can actually miss it. If you miss it, you have to go back forward. You can actually miss it in the cave. So you can't go anywhere if you don't get it. So hopefully I remember where it was, because, you know, I just remember it being in the Ice Path somewhere. I always remember the Ice Path. I love the music in Ice Path as well. It had really like memorable music that's still with me today.
Alright, the one thing I hate about the Ice Path is the fact that I kept getting the wrong pattern to get out. You
have to push the rocks down them holes as well, remember, to make a path at the bottom for you. Right, let's get out of here. Right, gonna take a break for now, guys.
Yes, getting a little bit tired now.
Yeah, it is, you know, quite tiring and warm as well, so... Yeah, thank you all guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel for getting more Pokemon Crystal videos and other games too.
Yes, we, you know, had quite a lot of fun, just like chilling and chatting. So, east out
and west out.
Drink like the Sasha, feeling like the club, gonna be the best. Pushing all the barriers and playing for a game. Say Super Bowl and remember our names.